knowledge here in a little bit, and I'm going to also invite your team, if you get a words of knowledge, to come up and we go start getting words of knowledge in a little bit. But both Pastor Debbie and Lisa had asked me to share some of my testimonies of healing and some of those things. And I know I briefly mentioned them as I was talking yesterday, and everybody always does it. You briefly mentioned, now I want to know the whole story, right? But these testimonies, I want to declare this because this is so true, and I see it time and time again as we travel, is that these testimonies actually could be a testimony that you could receive in your life. So when you see a video, you hear a testimony, you hear about a healing, you could grab a hold of that healing. You have that condition, that problem, you've been dealing with that, grab a hold of that, and you can see it happen in your life. And so don't just say these are just testimonies. The testimony needs to come back because the word says that the testimony is a prophecy of Jesus, right? And so we need to give the testimony, and the house of the testimony is coming back, and I really believe that the testimony is coming back to where it's going to be releasing more, and we see more by people telling what God did. And so I want to start with why I'm so passionate about healing. It's because God started healing in my life so long ago when I didn't even know anything about healing. So you don't have to be, some, scholar or go to a ministry school to know healing or see healing happen. God can bring healing when you don't even expect healing to happen. And I'm telling you just a story. You'll probably laugh at me a little bit because I'm from Texas, South Texas. I don't know how to deal with the snow. Okay? Well, back then especially. I know how to do it because my job, but no. I didn't know how to deal with snow, do anything. When I went into foster care and I got involved in church, I was a poor kid, so we didn't go traveling and go skiing or anything like that. Ended up in a church that had ski retreats every single year, and I wanted to go on the ski retreat because it sounded really cool. My friends were going, and the foster agency raised the money, they got me to be paid for to go. And so I'm there, and my friends had been every year. In the youth group, I've never been. This is the first time I've been around snow, really. And they're all skiing off everywhere. I'm in the little class with a bunch of little kids. And here I am, the teenage guy, I'm Mr. Macho. I can do this. I play basketball, I play football, I mean skiing. Come on. So I just took off out of the class. So I only had two things down. One is you make a bee to slow down, or you turn to the side and kick up snow. That's the two things I knew. So I just went out. And so I started going on slopes, and I started off nice and easy, and went on the bunny slopes, and just went kind of down there. That was too easy and boring for me, so I went up and to the next to the green slopes, and then I went into the blue slopes. I don't know if you're familiar with skiing. I was not. I didn't know how these grades change very much. Ran into my friends, started skiing with them, and I'm a junkie when it comes to speed and flying and going off into the trees. I don't care. I just keep on going, and I was loving it. I was just going. It was really fun. I love skiing. Picked it up real quick. It was great. End of the day, everybody else is getting tired. They want to go, hang out at the lodge. And this one young kid, he was new to the youth group, not saved, happened to go on a trip. He's like, I'll go again. So we went off on the last lift, and we're going. It's late. The snow starts coming down really good, and it's really fun. And I didn't realize that slopes, when they fork, they go into something else. Okay? I didn't see no signs or anything. There's a fork. I just decided to go down it. Ended up on a double black diamond. First day skiing, great experience, right? I ended up flipping, ended up landing with my leg right here snapped to the side. My knee was this way. The other guy caught up with me. He was like freaking out, screaming. I'm up on the side of the mountain, busted leg. I'm screaming in pain. And he's like, I will get help. And it seemed like, I know it's probably not 2 hours or whatever, but it seemed like it was 2 hours before they got up there with the sled. And to get me in the sled, and they made the brace and had to straighten up my leg. That's not painful. Had to straighten up my leg, right? Now, this church that we're in was not a church that pushed for healing. We didn't talk about healing. We didn't talk about the prophetic. This is back in 1990, 91. This is way back when. And they didn't talk about it a lot, okay? But, the youth pastor's down there. I'm in the Mercy Clinic down in Wolf Creek, Colorado. I'm in the Mercy Clinic. He's like, let's pray. I'm like, I don't need prayer. I need medication, right? And so he prayed, and I was just like, be quiet, and I'm a new Christian, so I'm like, I don't know if God can do all this, but anyway, long story short, they gave me all this medication, they put the splint on it and everything. I had to go see a specialist the next day, see if I needed surgery right away. And they kind of doped me up and got me into the lodge and said, the condos that we're staying in, said, in the morning you have an appointment with a specialist, see if you need surgery on the knee or not, because it was that bad. And I was like, whatever, I passed out, right? Okay. I skipped one part of that, sorry. There was a sponsor, and I don't know his name, because a youth sponsor that was on the trip. There's a couple hundred kids on this trip. He said, I feel like I need to pray for you. He just came up to me and was like, whatever. He prayed for me. Simple prayer, didn't say much. just prayed for me that God would heal my leg. My leg heated up, which I didn't know what that meant at the time. I thought it was just because of the splint and the medication and the swelling was so massive and then all the pain. And the next morning, if you've been around me a couple days, you know what I love in the morning, right? Coffee. Okay, so I got up next morning, I'm in bed, and it's just one of those where you can see the beds, and it's a kind of an open concept, what we're staying in. And I'm getting coffee, and my friend Zach was like, Marcus, what are you doing? What are you doing? So I'm getting coffee. I'm a little grumpy in the mornings, I'm not a morning person. And so I'm getting coffee, and then he made me realize that I was standing there, that the splint that was completely, both sides of my leg, bottom of my leg was completely, the splint put on it, wrapped completely, was off. I don't know how it came off in the middle of the night, and I'm walking with no pain. And so the youth pastor comes to pick me up, take me to the specialist, and he's like, what are you doing? I was like, I don't know. And so they did some tests on it, and I had, in basketball, I had injured both of my knees, and I had torn up my ligaments, and I had inflamed ligaments and all this. And when they did the test on it, it came back with nothing wrong with this knee, period. And I ended up back on the slopes that day. The kid that didn't know Jesus gave his life to Christ because he saw my knee snap and saw me on the slopes and said there must be a God. And then the revival started breaking out on that mountain where people were believing about healing. And the lady fell, she got healed, and there's all kinds of stuff with those teens right there, right? So I'm passionate about seeing healing because I've experienced healing in my life. And that was just the start of it. When I said the lightning rod for healing, I tend to be a lightning rod to get hurt. Anybody feel like that every once in a while? I've done a lot of jobs where I end up hurt a lot, but one of the biggest ones that Pastor Debbie was asking me to share was, I guess in a Bible study recently, hearing the testimony about 3 kidneys and that situation. So I was born with 3 kidneys, and when I was born, it was just not something that you can find. Actually, most people that are born with 3 kidneys, you don't even realize it until you have an issue. Okay, and so when I was 5, one of my kidneys stopped functioning. And there was 2 on the right side, and it stopped functioning, got infected the other kidney, and so both kidneys were infected. My parents really weren't that put together, and so they just let it go, he had stomach pain, we'll give stuff at home remedies and all that kind of stuff, until I was at the point I was almost dead. Okay, and they took me into the ER, and they said that my parents had nothing to do with God. They said, it was at St. Mary's Hospital in San Antonio, and said, we're bringing in a priest in to give him his last rites. He's not going to make it through surgery. You need to prepare yourself. Now, the only time that I ever knew that it had anything to do with God was when a priest came in. I didn't know who he was, what he was. I remember the white box. And then later, of course, I learned that he was a priest. But, and so he came in, gave me my last rites, and they did exploratory surgery to see what was wrong with me. And they told my parents I want to make it out. So when they found out, when the kidneys had stopped functioning, I was septic, and it infected the other kidney, infected my stomach, my intestines. I literally spent 6 months in a hospital recovering from that. So I had a genetic kidney disorder is what it was, and it caused one kidney to shut down, which caused the other kidney to shut down, and caused a bunch of issues. And so from 5 years old on, I ended up with kidney stones constantly, every month or 2 kidney stones from 5 years old and on. Ended up with blood issues. Ended up to the point where by the time I was a young adult, I couldn't take antibiotics anymore because the kidneys help clean out stuff. And ended up to my blood was getting toxic. I needed chelation. One doctor said my other kidney at a checkup was failing. He said that your kidney is literally failing, but you're not a good. After all the tests and everything, you can't be a candidate for a kidney transplant because of the genetic disorder, and so we can't even put you on the list. And so that was the prognosis that was over my life. But God has other plans. And so living with all this, and I'm kind of trying to keep it short so we can move into ministry time, but I'm living in all this, and this kidney problems and kidney stones and living that life, you just kind of get used to it when you have a medical condition like that. And you just know that there's problems. I'm probably going to end up on dialysis and all that, but you know what? I'm just going to follow God. Because I've seen God work and seen healings in other people and God using the ministry. And I know that there's a possibility God's going to heal. And I was in 2010, I was at a Bill Johnson conference. And that's probably where you are talking about it, because Bill Johnson just mentioned that a couple weeks ago, and I've been getting phone calls about it and everything. So, but I was at a Bill Johnson conference, and one of his students called out kidney stones. I was like, that's me, Mr. Kidney Stone, right here, And then so I stood up, and then He just has people around you pray. And there's people around me praying, and they prayed over the kidney stones. And I was actually in the process of a kidney stone moving. And when you get used to kidney stones, you know when they're moving, you know when they're bad. And it was a bad one. And it was very painful, and it hurts to sit, you know. I mean, it's just very painful. And I was in a lot of pain, and they started praying on me. I started getting this burning pain on this side of my back right here. And just burning pain when they're praying on me. It lasted for 2 hours, okay? The kidney stone pain dissipated. I was like, cool, I'm healed of kidney stones. And it lasted for 2 hours. 2 hours later, it hits up on the other side. And so my wife and I, we just celebrated that kidney stones were healed on that, okay? And literally, I stopped having kidney stones, okay? And this is literally 20 years, I think it's 20 years to, exactly 20 years from the surgery to when the guy healed me kidney stones, I stopped having kidney stones. 20 years of kidney stones every other month. I was celebrating that. Praise the Lord on that. You know what? I mean, God did whatever He did, and I'm feeling great. That's what it was, right? And so we praised God for it. I even had talked to Bill Johnson about it the next time he was at a church, just saying, hey, let's heal the kidney stones, and that's when the metal on my back was released too the night before. And then that's when he's like, man, you're lightning rod for the healing, pressing the healing. So I'm just pressing the healing, loving what God did. Hey, the testimony was I was healed of kidney stones. And then I was at work in a rush, not paying attention in 2014, and I went and picked up this heavy case. It calls a hernia. You ever had a hernia that's kind of a nuisance? It's a pain. You can still survive, but it was a nuisance of pain. So I went into the doctor and get it checked out. Of course, since you have back problems, we need to check out your back and all this stuff that they go through, right? So they went through all these tests, MRIs, CAT scans, and everything. And the doctor, she's coming back in, and it's just a slew of tests. It was hours and hours and hours of tests. She comes in and she's reading off all these results, and she's saying, yeah, we checked out your back. It looks great. Yeah, your kidneys, they look great. They're 100%. And, you know, so she's talking, and I said, wait, my kidneys? She goes, she's looking up. Hold on. She walks out. She comes back, and it was a little over an hour. She comes back. I thought she just forgot about it. But she came back in. She goes, I only read the films myself. I thought the radiologist made a mistake. You had 2 fully functioning kidneys in you. I don't know what to say. On that night, years before, 4 years before, God created a kidney inside of me and replaced the one with a new one. And I had 2 fully functioning, healthy kidneys. Living with it, not even know the fullness of the testimony. I mean, isn't that amazing? God is so amazing. And the testimony, and we need to really understand how big the testimony is. And that literally, Dr. Clark wanted to get to know me and talk about my experiences, and I mentioned that to him. And then we ended up at a conference, and Bill Johnson was there. And in the morning, Bill came and sat down and talked to us, and Randy's like, tell him, and he's all excited. And I tell Bill, and Bill gets all excited, and then before, a few weeks later, he's telling Bethel Church, and then, I get a call from the global research centers and all this, and even these guys that see testimony, these generals that we see, and they see people healed all the time, get excited about the testimony, because the testimony is what brings up the faith that brings in the healing. So if you had kind of, when you hear the testimony, it doesn't have to be just kidneys. But if you had kidney stones, you'd be healed of kidney stones. Right now, just hearing the testimony. If you had kidney